What's up? Another build update. I forget what week, how many weeks I've been playing Cap, but yeah. So I kind of dropped off for a little bit in PvP for a little while because I accidentally re-rolled my 4 HP boots. Very, very sad about that. Very distraught about that. It really messed up my, like, I had that build just about perfect. It started because I was trying to get better rolls on my shield, which honestly, I know I had guard damage decrease maxed. I was running. I had 3 rolls of guard damage decrease, 2 rolls of crit damage reduction, and I was running around 170. I think was my top crit damage decrease build, and guard damage was just like overmaxed. Um, I should not. I shouldn't have re-rolled it. Like I should have left it at that. I was pretty close to perfect. Um, I'm never. I'm never gonna get back there again. It's gonna be a long pain in the neck road to try to get back there. Um, I guess since I'm showing the costume, I might talk about like what I consider the god rolls for a minute. For your boots, like I made that build with the 4 HP rolls, and I I liked it. I did pretty good with it. It led to like a different play style to where I was basically immortal. I built heavily toward that, toward that taking reducing damage taken, and I traded a lot of the damage I could deal to for that build. I like that build. I'm proud of that build. Um, but that's it's gone now. Like I'll show you my HP now. I'm at 203. You notice I don't have any HP cores on my badges. I do have some HP rolls on this badge. I might be able to bring this up eventually. Who knows? Um, as of right now, I got 1 HP roll, 1 cooldown decrease, 2 stam recovery, 2 HP recovery. This is, in all respects, like not a great, not a great boot roll. Um, it's got a little bit of everything. Doesn't really excel anywhere. For Cap, because of his healing, yeah, the HP roll is good. HP recovery roll is good. What I would consider, god rolls for boots, you really like to see like 3 cooldown decrease. That makes it really easy to max your cooldown decrease. In this game, like cooldown decrease is king. It Yeah. Can you have too much cooldown decrease if you don't have high enough stamina recovery? Um, I'm not sure. Like they don't make stamina recovery cards, but you can get stamina recovery on badges. It's not bad to have some stamina recovery on your boots. You don't need a lot of rolls because they give you, each roll is a pretty decent amount. With I'll put it this way: with just 2 stamina recovery rolls on my boots, 1 stamina recovery on my badge. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, I guess I have 2 stamina recovery rolls on my badge. Puts me at 165%. With 165% stamina recovery, I have max cooldown decrease. And with cap, I never have stamina issues. So it's you don't you definitely don't need more than 2 rolls on your boots, in my opinion. Um, yeah, so cooldown decrease is great. Stamina recovery, it's okay. Outside of that, it gets situational. Like Captain Marvel, you need a certain amount of alt gauge recovery. Um, HP and HP is still the better uh, stat in my opinion. It gives you more to work with, and more things are based on HP than HP recovery. The only HP recovery is very situational. Look, you get double the percentage for each HP recovery roll, but it only relates to healing. Your HP, that affects your healing and your like if you run an Ultron companion, it affects your shielding. um Plus it affects like if you do duels, that yeah, having a higher HP pool helps in duels, and just helps you stay alive in general. So yeah, I think cooldown decrease is god roll, but yeah, obviously, like I've made my cap with the idea of taking advantage of the 4 HP rolls I had. I you can make different builds work. Just in my opinion, on your boots, cooldown or HP. The nice thing with the Thanos badges, and I'm gonna tell you, after losing my boots, I dropped off hard. I didn't really lose them. I accidentally re-rolled them. They were locked. They were equipped. Yeah, apparently locked only means that you cannot combine them into another item. Apparently, I haven't tested it. I'm not testing it. It's yeah, the whole lock feature doesn't mean a whole lot anymore. Apparently, um, I talked to support about it. They said, yeah, I'm out of luck. They say they still claim that I must have unlocked them, which I didn't. Anyway, losing my HP rolls because I built for such um, because I built for damage mitigation. It it was rough. People that I beat easily, I wasn't beating as much. So thankfully for me, Thanos badges came out. Cooldown decrease. Kind of sidebar real quick. Just explain the Thanos badges a little bit. Don't want to get too all over the place. For the Thanos badges, if you have the set bonuses, you lose cooldown decrease. The set bonus is based on. See, this is a +4 badge. If I have a set, I would lose 1.75% per +4 badge. Now, I only have one +4 badge. This one's a +5. I'd lose 2% per +5 badge. So basically, if you have the set of 6, you'll lose 12%. Yeah, that's the top that you're gonna lose. You also gain the attack if you have the set bonus. This is +1 badge. For every +1 badge, I'll lose 1%. This is +3. I have two +3 badges, so I lose 3% here, and then my other +3 badge, I lose another 3%. I think it's 3% from each. I don't think it's 3% total. Am I 100% sure? No, and I can't test it very easily. I will show why. I do have my cooldown decrease is 57.3%. I get into it later. There is a reason that's important. Is that wasted? Part of it is, but part of it isn't. I can swap badges around, and I did swap badges around earlier to where I was. There is a difference. Do I know exactly what I'm at right now? I'm either getting -3 from my card bonus, or I'm getting, I'm sorry, not the card, the badge. I'm either getting -3 from the badge set bonus, or I'm getting -6. Either way, I'm overcapped, and that's important. I'll show that little section in a video later. So, a little bit of a sidebar, but what I'm saying is, cooldown decrease is God. Like it's a God roll. It's a very important stat in this game. Am I gonna say the most important? No, but it's very important. Dude, having your cooldown decrease and enough stamina to support it is like it's off the chain. I've lost like 47k health, and because I've lost a lot. Like I was playing with I had a huge loss of crit damage decrease, and as of now, I don't have any guard damage decrease. This is in all respects a pretty trash badge, but at least I have the crit damage decrease. Like for cap, I don't need dodge rate. Dodge rate's useless unless you're Spider-Man. Status effect resistance, it's pretty useless. Like you can, it's status effect resistance pretty useless. I did the video that I had 80% status effect resistance. Pretty trash. I was still the way status effect is designed. If you max it at 100% status effect resistance, and your opponent has 100 status effect accuracy, meaning he has no status effect rolls, nothing, he just has the stock 100% accuracy, you are only going to resist 50% of incoming status effects. Is that like I did see a difference with it. But is it enough to make a huge difference? No. Not it's not a it's not a huge difference. It's in my opinion, you're better with crit damage decrease, guard damage decrease, dodge if you're Spider-Man. Flat defense is it's nice to stack on Cap with the Vanguard. It's nice to stack on some other stuff, but with defense Pierce, it's a minimal. You get a minimal effect, and over a certain point, it's even less effective because of the way defense actually triggers in this game. I went into that in a previous video. So yeah, so I lost my good shield, lost my good boots. So yeah, I was struggling. I was struggling in PvP, losing to people I had beat easily, and like close, like really top end close matchups. I was losing to pretty handily. I was pretty trashed until I decided to build the Thanos badges, get my cooldown up. Now I'm doing all right. The 2 rolls of crit damage decrease helped, as you can see. I'm up at 150% again. That helps a ton. My chest, I still got my 2 crit accuracy, or 2 accuracy rate. Really clutch. Crit damage, crit rate. Honestly, your god rolls on your chest are accuracy rate. You need to see, really for everyone, you need to see at least 2. For some that don't have bonus accuracy rate, really like a 3 accuracy roll is not too much. Not wasted. But two is good enough. You can always put on an accuracy card, especially with the build swapping that exists now. You can, if you're in PvP, you see a Spider-Man, you just swap to another build with an accuracy card, you're golden. But you want to see at least, you really need at least 2. The other stuff you can roll on here, crit rate, crit damage, both good, both quality. I'm very happy with this chest. I will never re-roll it. Knock on wood. I know I said that with the boots. My head, I did change this just because I had 1 roll of accuracy. I got that going. I lost 1 roll of defense Pierce, 2 rolls crit rate, 1 damage decrease, 1 status effect accuracy. Now, I feel like having 1 roll of status effect accuracy for pretty much every champ is a good thing. For Cap, his provoke, his silence, those are status effect accuracy checks. For the bleed, which I think isn't as important, but it's still good, it's a status effect accuracy check. It doesn't hurt to have it. again, even if you go up against someone that has, maxed 100% status effect accuracy reduction, you still have a 50% chance to land a status effect. So if I have this extra 19% status effect accuracy, that's just going to increase my chance by a little bit over 50% to land status effect accuracy, even on someone that has max status effect accuracy. Yeah, I do wish I had another defense pierce roll, but these are all quality stats. I'll take it. I can run with it. Yeah, the main thing that saved my butt is Thanos badges with cooldown decrease. I would be even more OP if I still had all the HP rolls still on this. But I don't know. Maybe I'd be getting stam locked. Who knows? Yeah. So that's where I am on the boots. I'll show my builds real quick. Obviously, badges are the same. The skills. So, now that I'm running the high cooldown decrease, I'm able to throw skills a lot more often. What I'm finding is the spearhead is a lot more viable. Like, it's a 3-second difference between these two. But I've also got 50% cooldown decrease. So 3 seconds divided by, you're talking, it's not a 3-second difference, it's like a 1.5 second difference between these two. That's, in the scheme of things, 1 second difference. I'll take 200% more, over 200% more damage on a 1 second more cooldown. I'll take that. And yeah, the first one, this forefront, it just lasts a little longer. So I run that now. Still running the shield slice. Yeah, it's got decent range, and I get my vibration gauge up. What else? So because I am now able to just spam skills, I'm running Vibranium Release. The great thing about this is I get to throw it more often. I get to throw, my untargetable and my silence. Boom, 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 boom. I really don't have a lot of time in between the two. You can see from my videos last week. It's, instead of just having a huge health pool and huge damage mitigation, now I'm just kind of suppressing my opponents and just trying to get a few hits in, a few big hits in. Just I'm more out damaging them. I did play around a little bit, just trying to beat people like Ogre and Steel. Steel is a better cap than I am. I can't beat him now. I have beat him. I did beat him in the past with the high health rolls. If I played extremely passively, I'm nowhere, like, I can't do it now. But for most matchups, I run the health. The the shield is not bad, but it's reduced effectiveness with lower health. I've got more HP regen than HP now, so I see a lot more. I'm actually healing more with less health because I have a few rolls of health regen now. Let's see. And obviously, this guy, for the damage, it is a little bit tougher to land. This is still, I can still consider this kind of my skill shot. It does more. It does more damage, but you gotta time it right. I know I've talked about running this in the past, getting a second bleed. It's got a little more of a hit area, and it's a little faster. But right now, I'm leaning to this indomitability. Let's go to the cards. Omega cards. Yeah, I briefly touched on it last week about the having different builds for different, like, you kind of it's like a risk reward thing. Unless you get like perfect rolls uh on your range and melee damage cards. Yeah, here's the other one. Which, I mean, these are decent rolls. But yeah, unless you get like perfect rolls, you're better, and you really want to run both cards. If you can run both cards, range and melee decrease, great. You get an accuracy bonus with it too, great. I like how it feels running with both cards. I take a lot less damage. I love it. Um, for me, trying to stack uh, PvP increase, it helps. I'm just running some other stuff right now. I probably, yeah, just if I had defense pierce or PvP increase instead of total damage on these cards, you would probably see me running both of them. Instead, I'm just running range damage. Yeah, I pretty much just gave away a tip to beat me for anyone that plays my video, or that anyone that watches my videos and plays me in PvP. 98% of the people that you fight, they, they try to keep a range. It's very hard to try to stay in melee range of everybody. Range damage decrease, in my opinion, is better than melee damage increase because of that. What is it? 4 meters. If you're not sure what 4 meters is, when you fight Demon Bear in Dark Domain, he puts that circle around him. Had to rewind to get the spot. Yeah. If you run melee decrease, you have to keep inside like that green circle See the green circle around the bear? You would have to keep inside that distance. It's not easy. It's easier to maintain the distance. You would think with Cap, since all of his attacks end up being within that area, you would think melee would be better. And I will say, fighting against the Cap is one of the few times that I think melee decrease would be better than range decrease. Fighting against Cap or Magic are like the two. So yeah. So I'm just using the range damage decrease card. Um, got PvP increase, run decent amount, crit damage decrease. I still can't max them. Still can't max everything I want to max. My crit rate is up to max. Crit damage is, and that's a lot because of, reroll. I got the two crit rates on my head. I got the crit rate on my armor, and obviously I've got red cores now with the Thanos badges. Um, it's kind of just a case of rolling with what I have. If I didn't have any red cores, I would not cry about it. Um, my crit damage 200, my defense pierce. I'm maintaining it up. It's like 63%. If I had another defense pierce roll on my cards, I think I would be happy, but it is what it is. I am running close to max PvP damage. That helps a lot. I will get that defense pierce maxed at a future point. Basically, I'm dealing a lot more damage. I'm also have a lower cooldown rate. Um, the only drawback is, and it's not a huge drawback, if someone would have max crit damage decrease, max being 200%, then my crit rate and damage would be completely wasted because I would be only doing 1.3% damage against them. But at this point in time, no one has max crit damage decrease. It's still a decent stat to crit rate, crit damage are still decent to build, but yeah, I'm kind of going against everything I built for and said in my previous videos because I don't have you're really stuck with what you roll, man. Uh, if you get decent defense or if you get decent defense rolls, by all means, man. I loved my high HP build. If I had high defense, I would be, you know, it would work with Cap. You really gotta play with what you get. There's some things that you aim for, but you're stuck with what you gotta play the hand you dealt. All right. So build B, mostly Spider Man. The only difference is I do like Shield Impact versus Spider Man. Get that little provoke, pin him down a little bit. It helps. Like running neutralization versus Spider Man. Like what buffs does he get? Like, what are you going to neutralize? Oh, you're going to stop him from hitting you? He's running away from you the whole time anyway. Like, it's just um, the shield impact is better. It just is. Um, Everything else obviously the same. Running forefront, indomitability, running the heel. The difference is I run. I started running Icarus versus Spider Man. Why? Because Spider Man has a pretty decently easy time running away from one Captain America. Let him run away from one Cap and Icarus, who follows him around. Try that. I actually got beat by a pretty low Spider-Man who, like I'm talking like his bots that would do like 100 damage a tick to me was like all the damage he did to me, and I lost to him a number of times. There was one match where he didn't even bother trying to hit me. He just ran away. Like, he dropped Hawk and ran away the whole time, hoping I would take some damage. Didn't even try to, like, hit me with his, iframe. And, we both took a loss because this guy kept running. So I got tired of that. Now I'm running Icarus versus Spider-Man versus runners. Um, with my I'll show you my regen. I didn't really hit on that too much. I'm running 38% regen. Like, I get enough healing from that shield pop. Not shield pop, but you know what I'm talking about. I get enough healing from resolution. Like, I don't care. I like I don't need Volstagg versus most Spider-Men. If I had a Spider-Man that was really attacking me, I'll say most of them I can out damage. I'll deal with like the currently like one Spider-Man that actually like tries to beat you down. I'll deal with him. I'm not too worried about getting out damaged by a Spider-Man. Yeah. Build A, most people, for fighting most people, I run full stag. Dude, I heal an insane amount. With the lower cooldown, I heal every 18 seconds with my captain's resolution, and then it's still 35 seconds for Volstagg. So the crazy thing is, I heal twice with my captain's resolution skill for every one time I pop Volstagg. It matches up, like fairly well, being 36 seconds total cooldown for Captain's Resolution, 35 seconds for Volstagg. So every other time I pop Captain's Resolution, I pop a Volstagg. It's insane amount of healing. It's just insane. Um, so the crazy thing is, if I still had, like, my health is 203 now. It's not 250 like it was. But if I gotta show you this skill. Recovers HP by 30%. Increases HP recovery by 34.38%. So every time I pop this skill, 30% of my health bar. It's actually closer to 15% because healing was halved. Like PvP damage is actually halved. But yeah, when PvP damage was cut to whatever it is now, of 4 or whatever it is, healing supposedly did not get cut that much. It's still half of your PvE healing. So I still heal for a pretty decent amount. Heal is kind of meta right now. I'm sure it'll change. Um, yeah. Anyway, that's where my build is now. It's not as good as it was, but is good enough. I got fourth in Dimension Duels last week because that other content creator that I won't use his name because he copied my stuff, and yeah, don't get me started on that guy. He got third because he ducked the queue. I needed to beat him one more time or just win another match, and I would have taken third. But yeah, yeah. Don't get me started on that guy. So I got fourth last week. I'm gonna aim for top three this week, but I also realized that I didn't even I did not duel at all this week so far. I've been pretty busy. So anyway, hope this video finds you guys well. You know, be safe, be well.